Yo, 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 this is your boy MT representing JMJ, the JMJ family, JMJ in the streets, and what JMJ is passionate about. And today, I'm in, where are we in? Bethnal Green Road.
Yeah.
And we're at Gekco Coffee House.
Coffee House, yeah.
And I'm here with Joe, founder of KicksnCoffee. And we're just here to just kind of like sit down and have a little chat and kind of like find out a little bit about his history, the story, and kind of like KicksnCoffee and like where they're going, because they're doing great things. So, yeah, Joe, thanks first and foremost.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today.
Same, likewise.
You guys are doing great stuff in terms of pushing other people and kind of like trying to shine the light on other people. So tell me a little bit about like how KicksnCoffee got started.
So yeah, KicksnCoffee got started, I think, when I went sneakerness in Crep City. I walked in and I was like, it looks great. You can obviously buy your sneakers, that's what it's there for.
Yep.
But I feel like it was just a rustle and bustle, you know, like, you know, fight to the death. Like you can't actually like have a conversation like me and you are today. So I thought, you know what, how can I give this a boost? Like, what can I do? And I thought, two passions, sneakers, coffee, put them together, and then here we are, nearly a year down the line.
KicksnCoffee, passion. How did that all start for you in terms of the sneaker side of things?
It originally started when I was at secondary school. I think I was 14, 15 at the time. It was so life-changing when the Virgil Abloh collab happened. Like, I was like, oh my God, what on earth is this? So revolutionary, putting a zip tie on a shoe. You look at it and go, what on earth? Then you look at the market now, for a Jordan 1, it's what, 4 or 5 grand brand new? Again, it's Virgil Abloh. Obviously, what he created was so revolutionary, and people have thrived upon that today. You look at what he's done, use Crep City and sneakerness as something to look up to. Do you know what? I'm going to better it. What I'm going to do with the community and bringing them all with me. So,
and if you have a passion, I mean, that's only a fair statement, right? Like, it's no disrespect to Crep City or sneakerness, but you feel like there's something you can bring to the table.
In the market, yeah, 100%.
What would you say the first sneakers that you fell in love with that got you into sneakers?
I think it would be the Yeezy Beluga 1.0, but a bit controversial. But that was when like the first like drop of like my life happened. Like I was sitting on Foot Locker for about 4 hours. I think that's when it kind of like first like kicked on, to be honest. And then here we are.
I see you're rocking Dunks today.
Yeah, little Supreme.
Is that your kind of like go-to silhouette at the moment?
At the moment, yeah. I hit these retail.
What's your opinion on the current state of sneaker culture?
Diverse. And a little bit dissolved. And what I mean by that is there's nothing really kind of going on. It's a little bit stale. So it's kind of, we don't know where it's going at the moment. A lot of the shoes are down at the moment. People kind of don't know what to do. So I think, what can we do as a community? And I just want to help push it. And that's in terms of bringing a community event where people can come, socialise, grab a coffee, talk about their favourite shoes, then why not? So yeah, in relation to your question, it's a little bit dissolved at the moment, in a bit of a stalemate,
stagnant position.
Yeah, stagnant position.
If you had the air of, say, one of the big brands, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, I think if we're going off recent events, the DN push. Again, I don't know why they pushed it so hard. Obviously, I'm hopeful it does take off, but I like how there was more events you could go to and like actually get on hands with the consumer and the product, speak to them. Why is this the new revolutionary Air Max? Just more promotional side of, you know, the product. Like you look back at like 4 or 5 years ago and how hyped Supreme was, and there was queues outside and it was chaotic, whereas it wasn't now. But I went to the DN event in the sneakers app and I was like, wow, like I can see a buzz, a community for it. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah.
Tell me where the coffee element comes in.
I think like me and you are doing now, obviously we're having kombucha instead of coffee today, but you sit down, you have a chat, and typically when you go to a coffee house, you friends, family, maybe a date with a lucky woman. It's that mental health side of getting out, speaking to people, networking, communication, and speaking about how you are as a person. And that's what I want to bring to the event. And can we push the community side, the mental health side, and come in and enjoy a coffee and speak to like-minded people in the industry over something so beautiful that's a piece of material, but it's a shoe, but people go crazy for it. So that's kind of where I want to, that's the coffee element.
Yeah, yeah, I see that as well. And I like what you mentioned there about the shoe, because they are works of art that we're wearing on shoes.
100%.
But more importantly in that, for me, it's the conversations that they start up. And I love what you're saying about the coffee element.
Yeah.
It's that kind of social engaging. If you've got that coffee element, kind of says to people, have a coffee and have a chat.
Have a chat.
I like that. I like that spin on it, actually, to be fair. So what's the future for KicksnCoffee?
I think multiple events a year. That's what I'd love.
How many have you done so far?
This will be our third one coming on Saturday, 27th.
You've had them in what locations?
So our first one was originally in Hertfordshire, but I kind of took the leap. I was like, right, okay, if I really want to pursue this and take off, I've got to make that jump. So I made that jump, moved to London. Was a gamble, but it paid off, you know. And I think now it's just, again, facilitating the further movement of the event and what's next, you know. We're coming up to the third one now. How can we make this a success? And it's all learning. We listen to the community and what they wanted and what is KicksnCoffee, what do they see? And I think, again, feedback is beautiful and brilliant, you know, depending on how you take the advice. You can either listen to it or you don't. But again, that's how you bring the community side of it, listen, and we'll come together. So
you've got to listen to that feedback, whether it be positive or negative. And sometimes the negative feedback is actually going to help you in better stead in the future in terms of kind of like improving your brand as well. So yeah, that's really cool. I mean, do you have any big names that have got involved?
Yes, well, funnily enough, today we announced that KicksnCoffee is going to be powered by the Soul Supplier.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Thank you very much, I do appreciate that.
That is big news.
Again, it's very early on, we're not even a year yet, but again, it's someone showing the potential of what the event can become. And I think the beautiful thing about the Soul Supplier is they're reaching out to the community, and you know, they're believing in as much as we want to believe. There's something missing from the sneaker industry. How can we now adapt, get in the community side of it? We want to push it together as one. What can this event now bring? And fortunately enough, it will be powered by the Soul Supplier on the day. So it will be free merch. There'll be a raffle, Grail raffle as well. Discounted tickets, 25% off your tickets as well. So you come in, chill, grab a coffee and have a chat with like-minded people in the industry. So yeah.
Where is the next KicksnCoffee
So
event?
it is 133 Copeland Park.
Okay, I know the space as well. And that's when?
Saturday, 27th of April.
So you've heard that. Get your tickets now. How much are the tickets on sale for?
25% off, so £6.79. Get your coffee for free on the day.
Do you?
Part of your ticket, yeah.
Oh wow,
there
that's
you
a
go.
no-brainer.
There's your incentive.
Brilliant. This last question, is there a question that I haven't asked you that you wished I'd asked you, and how would you have answered that question?
If you had asked me the question, what else have I got up my sleeve? I would say, wait till next week. Can't tell you yet. That's what I'd ask.
I do like surprises. Well, Joe,
thank you
thanks
very much
for joining us today, man.
And
thanks for kind of just speaking with us today.
No,
and we're just going to keep talking and just leave it recording. So yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, yeah, I love the just that element. I mean, that's the same thing with JUMPMAN journals. The way I describe us as we're a sneaker lifestyle magazine that's celebrating sneakers, but then we're representing the users of the products.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We're passionate about people. I'm passionate about, like, sneakers are great. The prices of sneakers, you're gonna have the conversations, you're gonna have all the hype around sneakers and everything. But the people that you meet when you're at sneaker events or when you're going to